All right, we are rocking and rolling now. Pays to pay the $8 or whatever I had to pay to download the PDF for the instruction manual, because it makes a difference knowing the machine and little things like which way to put the needle in and things like that. So, tip of the day, get the instruction manual when you get a used machine. So, see if we can finish out this piping. Happened there. Gotta miss that. Not bad. Looks good. This is the stitch we just did. Looks nice and looks good. So, all right. Think we're doing a lot better today than we were last night. So, looking good. Looks like a nice stitch. Gotta wind up the bobbin or it doesn't work. So the problem is I got this this stand that can take a large amount of threads like this one or like these, but this bobbin still doesn't take much thread, and when that runs out you're in trouble. They need a bobbin that can put thread out like this. Who's designing these sewing machines, man? We need to change that. This is the first go at it. This is the piece for the engine cover, and we put the piping in according to OEM, how it was originally, although it was a white upholstery. Wasn't real easy. Had some issues with the sewing machine. I think it's just a matter of learning how it runs. Little bugs you got to remember to do, and make the bobbin thread tight. When you put on the thread on the bobbin, it's got to be tight, and some other things. Just takes practice. But I don't think we're going to do this piping on the edges. I think we're going to try a hem on that. We got this walking foot that we ordered to help pull the material along a little easier, so I think we'll try that. And I think it's going to look better. I don't think 4 pipes whites would look all that great. I think 2 kind of look good across the middle. So we're going to leave it with that and try to do some regular hem on the edges. Peace. All right, there it is. The first sew job, and which is the engine cover for that box there. We're gonna try it on for the first time, see how it looks, see how good of a upholstery sewer we are here. Hopefully good. So this is for all the marbles. Goes this way. Pretty good. Of course, we don't have the foam on it yet. This is just a rough test. Beautiful. I like it. Of course, we got to stretch it out and staple it and all that, but all in all, pretty much what we were thinking. Very nice. Okay, well, we got in the flooring material for the boat, and a lot lighter than I was expecting, but I think it's going to be pretty nice. Matches up well with the upholstery, I believe. A little bit of brown in it, so I think it's going to work. It's just a lot lighter. I went ahead and ordered some mastic, some adhesive for it. Wasn't sure what to use exactly, so I went ahead and ordered a gallon from the manufacturer because it's marine grade adhesive designed for this material, and has a pretty good foam backing on it. Should be comfy. Be anxious to see what that looks like in the boat, but it is light. Don't see a problem with that though. The seats are going to be white, so it should match up well. Peace. All right, tonight we're going to be working on the engine cover that we built, and it's been treated with fiberglass resin for waterproofing. This is the foam that was on it originally. It's pretty thin, about a 1/2 inch thick is all, but it's pretty worn, so we went ahead and got some new foam for it. This stuff's a little thicker, it's 1 inch thick, and so it might give a little more padding when people are sitting on this engine cover on the boat. Went down to Harbor Freight today and got a staple gun. The staple gun I had, the staples were only about a 1/4 inch wide, and these staples have a crown width of 7/16 inch, and I got it 3/8 inch long, just so it won't go all the way through the 1/2 inch plywood. But I thought this would be good for putting on the upholstery over here. We made the upholstery, turned out pretty good. It was hard to get the stitching straight, but it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it was so bulky pulling it through the machine that it was tough to get the stitching straight. We did the best we could. The piping turned out pretty well. And anyway, so that's the plan. We're going to try to get this foam. We got some foam spray adhesive. I thought we would stick the foam on with this, get it in place, and have it adhered to the wood with this foam spray adhesive. And hopefully it all goes according to plan. We'll see. Let's get to it. Cut my little pinky. Think it's gonna be okay though. Gotta watch out for those utility knives. They'll get you every time. Sharp, very sharp. All right, got the foam on there with the glue, worked out good. Just had a little mishap with the utility knife. Cut my little pinky. I'm gonna live though. Put a band-aid on it. Stuff happens, you gotta be careful. But I got the foam, so it kinda, when we put the upholstery on it, this will kind of roll down. So it'll protect the upholstery from the sharp edges of the wood. This will roll over here. So we had just enough, not much left over. But I think it's ready for the upholstery. Try out the new stapler. right, boat builders, it's time to get to work. So yesterday evening we put on the upholstery, put on the foam on the engine cover, and turned out pretty good. You could see a little bit of rolls in the fabric there, and I think that isn't so much the stretching that wasn't done, but when we were first practicing how to do this piping, I think wasn't the best job on that. So hopefully that lays out a little better as time goes on. But other than that, turned out real nice. It's got the racing stripes on it going down. And we got a little thicker padding than what was on it originally. We got 1-inch foam on it. So if somebody sits on that engine cover, it's going to be nice and cush. One thing you got to look out for is when you're measuring out your upholstery and going with more foam, it was kind of close, getting real close on having enough to get the material around and staple it. So be aware of that if you increase your foam. You know, what we did was cut back on the edge a little bit so it wraps a little tighter, but it was close. And we got that new Staples 7/16 wide crown. It's going to hold it good. So we got a lot of them in there. I don't think this is going to go anywhere anytime soon. So came out good. Pretty happy with it for our first upholstery job with the old Ricker sewing machine that we got used for $100. It's kind of a cross between a residential and a commercial unit. Has a steel frame. They don't make the Ricker anymore, and we had a little trouble getting out of the gate with it, but we downloaded the manual for it, paid $8 to get the manual, and that proved to be helpful in figuring out little bugs, little things that requires to make sure you're off the right, doing the right little things. So recommend getting the owner's manual if you ever get a used machine that doesn't come with the owner's manual. So that really saved us on figuring this machine out. So today we're going to work on the seats that are up in the open bow up front. And looking at it, looks like this wood is pretty rotted, and that's why this old upholstery came loose. So I think the best thing to do is replace the wood on these seats, because you get a little bit of water up front on the boat. You hit a big wave and it can come over the top of the boat. So we'll use that extra sheet of oak plywood we got. It's 3/4 inch, but this looks like it's a 1/2 inch, so it'll be a little thicker wood we'll put up front. And I think we'll also put the fiberglass resin on the wood, just because it gets some water up there. We want to make sure that wood is resistant to the water. So we're going to try our hand at upholstering this. We'll cut out the wood, and I think we also might do a little resining in the boat floor today. We'll see what we can get done. All right, catch with you in a minute.